Wow, I don't know where that emotional, where did that come from? I don't know. I never have it all together. Sending blessings, I'm sending love.
Hey guys, it's me, Melissa Marie, and I'm so excited because this is going to be my last video of the year. I do this, I'm gonna say every year, but I did it for the past 2 years, and I'll link those below if anyone cares to watch them. I was gonna use my Dollar Tree makeup, do a little look. I'm not going anywhere, so you know, but still feels good to kind of like, all right, it's the end of the year, look cute, be excited. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I have a few other things. Like I did want to just get I took off my gel polish by myself, like, and I just want to get like a regular manicure. So I'm gonna let me show you. So if you saw my other video, I put these in my hair, like a little bit more of my hair, not the whole entire hair, but I figured I would just do this. I wanted to see what these would look like in the front. And this is just wet still because my hair does not dry. Plus it was kind of in a bun under this, so it really didn't have much chance of drying, but it'll probably air dry today. Yeah, so I'm gonna just start by taking these out, but even as I'm doing that, I'm gonna just ask a question. Somebody asked me, somebody did not ask me specifically, but I took it specific. I was watching a YouTube video and somebody really was just like, so how are you? And like they really paused and they were like, how are you? And it seems foolish to talk back to a camera, but they seemed genuine and they were like, really gave me a moment to think about how am I? And I want to do that same thing here, because sometimes people don't ask us, how are we? And sometimes we don't even stop to ask ourselves, are we doing okay? Because we've been through a lot. All of us collectively, we have been through a lot these past couple of years. You know, I'm not going to get deep into everything that I've been dealing with, because right now I'm going to take out my hair and I just want to ask you, how are you? I really want to know, how are you? Honestly, I don't know if you said you're doing well or if you said you aren't doing well, but either way, that is a part of life. Life has ups and life has downs. Some of the downs are really hard. Some of the ups are really great, and that is life. So no matter what you answered, I pray that the good times would continue or the good times would start rolling in. It is a blessing, you know, to have the opportunity to answer that question, because some people are in a state where they can't even answer that. So I hope and pray, you know, that it will be a better 2022. I mean, we say that every year, but I really do pray that no matter what year it is, that if you're listening to this video, that you're hearing me speak right now, that you really know how valuable you are as a person, as a human. No matter how you feel, I pray that you understand that you're special, that there's something about you that is special. We're all unique individuals. I would not want this world full of Melissas. Not that I'm a bad person, or I don't feel like I'm a bad person, or I do anything maliciously, but it would be boring, it'd be ridiculous, and we wouldn't have like the flavors that we have. So every specific person brings something individual to this world, to this life, and you are one of those people. You are that person. So I hope that, you know, made you look at it a little bit differently. And if you are having a wonderful year, you know, stay blessed, continue. Hopefully you can, you know, pass that cheer that you have into someone who may be struggling. And that, you know, we can all just thrive together. So I took out my curls, well, my devices, and these are the curls that I'm left with. They feel really, they feel really cool. Like they feel kind of soft. They're not, I didn't use a gel, so they're not crunchy or anything. And yeah, I don't know. So for now, I'm going to figure out what I plan on doing with this. I don't really know right now. I do, like I said, wanted to just get my colors changed, just a regular manicure. And I really hope and pray everyone is doing well. Like, if you need a little bit more company, stay clicked into this video. This is my last video of this year, which, you know, we can talk a little bit more. I can share some things that, you know, that I went through this year. But other than that, hang tight, hang tuned. I will be right back, but it'll be like that for you.
Hey guys, I told you it was going to be quick. I'm back. So I did get my little nails painted. Got a regular pink manicure. Well, I got a regular manicure. I chose pink. So I did say that I was going to use all Dollar Tree products. I'm going to use mostly Dollar Tree products, but there are some that are not going to be. So, but this is really not about the makeup. This is about us just kind of vibing, like it's the end of the year and we're just going to chit chat, I guess. I just really wanted to talk because at the end of the year, you kind of get to reflect on the whole year. When I first started doing this, 2019 going into 2020, the biggest thing I was facing was that my dad had passed away. So it's been 2 years, December 2nd, that my dad passed away. And that was, you know, one of the hardest, things that I was dealing with at that time. My grandma had passed away before my dad passed away. That same year also, I believe it was the beginning of that year. So there was that also. So with that, and then my cousin Kirk passed away. So my grandma, my dad, Kirk. I think there was more losses in the family. My aunt, I think, passed away that same year. The years are what, like, I can't remember. Like, but that's how this feels for me. Like 2 years have gone by, and I just feel like, wow. Guys, I just feel exhausted. I can't lie. There's no other way for me to describe how I feel. I feel so nervous when I say things like that because I just always know it could be worse. It could be worse. I mean, this year was hard because, you know, everything that's been going on in the world. But then also, someone very special to me passed away. And it was just hard, you know. It's hard to deal with the loss of a loved one. And I don't want to go into specifics, but, you know, like the person who they were closest to had and is having a very hard, you know, time with that as well. So, like, it's just, like, not easy. Then on top of that, I got hurt. I don't want to go into details about that, but I got hurt physically, and honestly, it wasn't the physical aspect of me getting hurt. It was like the post-traumatic stress that I'm still dealing with. Like, I don't think it's going to be the same. So I just want to pause and just talk about that. Someone that you know or you yourself have gone through something, some sort of trauma, whether it's emotional, physical, or whatever, and you do not feel the same, or you notice that your loved one is not the same, just be patient, because there was a time when I thought I would never get back to a sense of normal. I'm not there yet, so I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, everything is great, because even today something just, you know, my nerves. I'm not the same. I don't have the same confidence and the same freedom I had. And that's hard. The things that used to seem so important are not as important anymore. Like it's just different, and everyone recovers different. So be patient with the person that you're dealing with, because they could be doing things that seem weird. But it's just the way that they cope and the way that they're trying to get back to themselves. You know, and you may never get back to your exact self, but it does get better. There were times after what happened to me happened, I kind of was like, should I have died? Like, would it have been better if I had died? And I know, like, that's not funny. And obviously, I do not wish that had happened. I think if I would have died, my son would not be the same. And I would never want him to experience that right now. And we have had a talk about it. If I die, you know, unexpectedly or something like that, I told him, please live your life. I really want you to still have joy in this life. I want you to be strong. I want you to enjoy your life. I really want you to just, just go for it. Just really just live. And I want you to know that I'm asking you this now, because I would never want you to live a saddened life if I die. So anyway, like I was saying, so recovering from something is challenging. It really is, no matter what it is. I don't care what it is. And honestly, I don't think people should judge everyone's level of trauma, because there are some people, well, this didn't happen. Well, oh yeah, that happened to you. Well, this happened to me. Okay, when we're two different people, this is what happened to me. This is how I'm handling it. And same for the person on the other side of this camera. If something happened to you and people are telling you that it's not that valid, don't let anyone invalidate your experiences and how you're feeling. If something is not making you feel great, if something happened to you, and whether someone else calls it small or whatever, do not allow anyone to invalidate how you feel. Those are your personal feelings. We're all individuals, and we feel and experience things in different ways. We recover in different ways. There's some people who just recover, boom, boom, boom. They're like, oh man, I'm good. I'm thinking, man, they try to get me, but I'm alive. And I love that, because you should be able to say, I missed something that maybe could have killed me, but I am alive. Yes, that is a blessing. Not taking away from the fact that we are alive and we are blessed and we are well, but just also understanding that even when you are alive, the hurt, the pain, the fear, the lingering effects and impacts of what trauma you went through are very real, and they do not just go away in the blink of an eye. And that's the truth. Anyway, I ain't gonna go all deep into that right now, because I already went deep enough and like whatever. But I really just, that's been on my heart to say. The small piece about be gentle with yourself if you are recovering from something, or try to be patient with someone who is going through some form of recovery, because it is not easy, and everyone's recovery process is unique and it's different. It could be twins who went through the same exact trauma, and the way that they handle their recovery is going to be slightly different. That's why we're all individuals, and we we're just different. We're different. And so I just want, people who are going through anything or seeing someone going through something, just be, patient. Just be patient. I'm doing so much better now than I was before. My friends really blessed me. My family really blessed me. One of my friends gave me like a journal to write how I was feeling. And Kelly, wow, I don't know where that emotional, where did that come from? I don't know. Anyway, Kelly, thank you, because I already thanked you personally. I told you everything that you got me was very meaningful and I appreciate it. But that journal you gave me in the time when I couldn't really figure out the words to say to people who were asking me, I was able to write freely in that journal. And the way that the journal was set up, it sparked certain questions. So it specifically asked, well, how are you feeling today? I forget everything. I have it over there, but it was very specific in what it was asking. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm messing up. It was very specific in what it was asking. So I was able to kind of just write in it. And that really, really, really helped me at a time when I really could not figure out. This is before I started my full therapy. Oh, and it really helped me just kind of put into words and put into perspective what I was going through. So if anyone's going through something and they don't really know how to say how they're feeling, For some reason, for me, it worked. Again, recovery is different for everybody, so I don't know. But if you put it on paper, it's helpful. It's like these, of what you're going through, it helps in some ways. And then therapy helps a lot as well. And, talking helps. But when you go through something, you don't always feel like talking about it, especially to your family and loved ones. And then you don't always want to burden anybody. Like, it's so crazy. Like, but you just feel like, this is my problem. I don't want to burden anyone. And you really, sometimes you just don't. And your family would tell you, you're not a burden. I don't even know if they even know that I felt that way. I really don't. I don't know if they know I felt that way, because it's just a weird situation. It's like, everyone could be around you, but you still feel alone. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, you can have everyone around you, everyone wanting to be there for you, and for some reason you just feel alone. I cannot explain it. Maybe that's why they have like little groups, like, of common people, like, who go through certain things. They have groups that you can, like, chat groups, get together, kind of work with them, because you almost feel like those are the only people who would understand. But at the same time, for me, and that's why I say everyone's recovery is different, I didn't even want something like that. I just wanted to, like, figure out what I was going through, get back to some sorts of normal, and that was really it. But I really just hope that what I've said so far is very helpful. Like I said, Kelly, that really did help me a lot. And there's probably things I'm forgetting right now. That's one that just really came to mind that was helpful. And all my friends and family who said anything, who sent one text, who didn't say anything. There were some people who said, I didn't want to say nothing to you because I wanted to give you time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Latrice, by the way, my love, thank you for my necklace. I love it so much. And she didn't give me this because of that. But, thank you, girl. I really do like this necklace. I love it so much. But yeah, I want enough of talking about that, because it's kind of weird for me to be speaking about something and not fully going into detail. So I'm just going to stop there. But at some point, I think I will be able to talk about it. At some point, I do think I can talk about it. But right now, I just can't. Like, I don't have it in me. One thing I also wanted to talk about is perspective, and like caring about what other people think. There was something I saw on TikTok the other day, and it had said a series of things to remember, and one of them said, it is none of your business what others think about you. And that is so clever. It is none of your business what others think about you. And at first it sounds like, wait, what? How's that none of my business? But it's none of your business, because who cares what someone else thinks about you? If you're not hurting anyone else, or you're not intentionally impacting, if you're not intentionally trying to make your life a certain way to impact somebody else's life in a negative way, then who cares what they think? Because I'm pretty sure some people look at me and are like, oh, well, okay. Honestly, I'm pretty sure people might be questioning this video right now, like, well, this is a weird video. Why is she doing her makeup? She doesn't even know how to do her makeup. Why is she on YouTube? She doesn't even really have any subscribers. Things like that. But it's like, this is my life. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm choosing to do. And if you want to be a part of it, great. And if not, or whatever, keep your opinions to yourself. It doesn't matter. It's none of my business what you think about me. That's it. That's it. Like, if I'm not hurting you, or if I'm not trying to do anything negative in your life, then why does your negative opinion matter? And if your opinion about me is a good one, I mean, and you like, it could still be considered none of my business. It's like, you could be thinking like, that's like, I like her. Okay, thank you. But I don't necessarily have to know. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was a very clever thing that I saw on TikTok, and I wanted to share that, because my entire life I have been so caught up in what people think about me. Like, it's been debilitating. It's been like, oh my gosh, and I hope they don't think that I'm this way because of this or because of that. And sometimes it's just like, girl, you can only do what you can do. Like, you can only be you, and you can't really worry about anyone thinks. It's just that simple. There's this new way I've been trying to do my mascara, where you basically just glide it like this over it first, and then you do this part. I'm gonna I use this as my lip liner lately. This is for my eyebrows, but it's just I'm gonna use it for my lips. My lips feel dry. I use 2 of them now, so I'm gonna do this one first. And I'm gonna use this one. I think I use this one after too, because the next step I do is I put a little bit of concealer on there. That's a lot, not a little, but we rolling with it. Outline it one more time because it looks weird. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this on top.
Bruh.
Okay, so that's that. Now I'm gonna try to let this hair down. I'm really sorry. I apologize because I just feel like, per usual, I'm all over the place when I'm talking. I never have it all together. You know, I have an idea of what I want to say and what I want to do, but I think the main thing is that I really learned this year is just that you're unique. Your situation is unique. What happens in your life and how you want your life to be or how you desire, like, it's unique to you. And if you go through something, your recovery is likewise unique. And everyone deals with something in a different way. And I think, you know, it's hard to understand that. You guys, like, what? What? Like, I feel like I need, what is it? I feel like I need a hot dog on the 4th of July. That's how this hairstyle is for me right now. Anyway, y'all. Look, I'm just leaving it like this. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I just was like, okay, it's the end of the year. You know, let me do something, and this is the something. So I really do thank you, and I appreciate you for spending the time with me. I know that this was all over the place. I don't like that. That bothers me a lot. But ultimately, when it's time for me to speak on specifically what happened to me, I will speak about it a little bit more clearly. All I know is that recovery is specific to the person who's going through it, and that's really it. And honestly, this message is more for the people who are going through something or who are very close to people who are going through something. It does take time, and that saying it takes time is really hard to grasp when you're going through something that feels like it's not going to end. When you wake up every day and you're like, I still feel like a prisoner to whatever happened. It's really challenging, but it gets better. It really does. It gets better. And there's little things like writing that helps. Honestly, me doing these videos, it helps, because there was a time where, like, I stopped doing the videos for a little while just because number one, I wasn't really supposed to be looking at screens and phones and things like that. So I couldn't, due to a concussion. So I couldn't do that. And number two, I just was kind of afraid to do YouTube again for a little bit. But, you know, when I started doing that, because I felt like I was just being robbing myself. So when I started doing YouTube again and then doing the edits again, I kind of saw myself like, oh, I feel a little better. Even when I first like drove my car to the store by myself, because I couldn't drive either because of my concussion. It was invigorating. I think that's the word. If it's not, I'll put what I mean on the screen. it was bringing me back to life. I think invigorating. So little things, baby steps like that. I mean, if you can't do everything that you once were able to do, start with something that you maybe had wanted to do and couldn't do before, or never thought to do, or didn't have time to do it. Try something, you know, just to bring your mind in a new level, a new level of excitement. That's really all I can say, because mental health is important. Even if you don't have like a clinically diagnosed mental illness, your mental health as a healthy person, it should be okay. And going to therapy, even if you're a healthy person who hasn't been through any trauma, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I was doing some form of therapy before this too. So therapy is helpful. I don't care what anyone says, you know. I like therapy, and therapy is helpful for me. So anyway, I know this was probably annoying or boring, or I don't even know what it is, but if it helped anybody, that's why I did it. I guess that's why I felt like I should say these things. I know that I'm probably going to edit and cut a lot of this stuff up, because I just don't feel like it was cohesive and it didn't go in a fluid story, and I really apologize for that. That makes me sad. But either way, we're here. It's about to be 2022. I cannot believe it. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. I just cannot be more thankful and more grateful that I am alive, that I am here, that I am a survivor, that my son, you know, is one of the greatest blessings that I have. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm not being ungrateful. I know there's been a lot of changes in my life, and I don't want to ignore that. I don't want to ignore that, because like I started with the video and I said, good things happen. That's life. Bad things happen. That's life. Life is not fair. And I think a lot of times we want it to be fair. I know I do. I know it rains on the just and the unjust. So a lot of times, even if you think you're being good, like, it's gonna rain some days, and that's scary, because it's like, dang, you could really plan and try to do everything right and be on your P's and Q's and and then things can still happen. That's a little scary, but you know, I pray for grace every single day, and right now I just pray that everyone truly sending blessings. I'm sending love. I'm sending just the blessings upon you, the love upon you, the strength upon you, the power upon you, the belief upon you, like whatever you need right now. You know what it is. Pray it right now, receive it right now. I don't know, but just know that the greater things will come, because that is life. There will be ups, there will be downs, but greater things will come. I so thank you so much if you stayed through this video that I feel like I fumbled. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 90 subscribers that I have, and probably because I said that, I'll probably lose some, and that's okay. That's okay. I lose some, gain some all the time, and I'm just grateful for everyone who really does just take an interest in me. I legit thank you so much. I pray that these next years of our lives are the best ever, and everyone can receive all that they desire. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.